Good morning. Welcome to the Community for Conscious Living weekly live broadcast. Today is Sunday, October 6th of 2024. The Community for Conscious Living is a community dedicated to personal transformation for universal harmony, healing the planet by making inspired changes in ourselves and in our daily lives that create a sustainable environment and a peaceful world. One of the things that is integral to the interworkings, the interweaving of our existence, of our uh, divinely orchestrated, perfectly orchestrated, multifaceted existence, is that each of us is given a spark inside that is a guiding light, a guiding spark. And it calls us to recognize the truth of who we are and to find some connection to that and bring that forward to live through us and express through us and like be that presence in the world. We're hardwired to feel it, to feel the calling and the yearning, to be drawn to it. And when we are like really living it, we feel the fulfillment of it and it radiates. It radiates within us and we feel good and it emanates from us into the space around us and it attributes that expression to the collective. So if we are helping to make the world a better place when we follow that spark. However, not however, and, okay, today's topic is the question of who would you be if? Because I know that a lot of us, including myself and a lot of people that I talk to, have this sense of, well, if only I had been born in a different family, or my family had more resources, or my parents supported me, had the resources, the time, the wherewithal to recognize my talents and support me. If I'd had these resources are available, or if I hadn't had this trauma, this tragedy, who would I be? Right? I have this spark in me. I think I could have been. Right. So we have that feeling of I could have been. And, if I had had this go differently, I would have been, right? So today we're going to just, regardless of whether you were able to whatever degree you were able to fulfill that spark, that inner connection inside of you, that inner calling, we're going to tap into that spark, that feeling, and just feel, because in everything that draws us, right, we're calling to do something, to have some manifestation, some action, but there is a being that is called to evolve through that manifestation. And that is still there. And that is really the fulfilling part. It's who you become in the process of what you're called to do, right? So we're going to tap into that today. Who is that calling you to be? And how can you bring that forward and be that now, right? What are the qualities that are buried within that are being called forward for you to recognize and live into and become and exude, right? That's the vibration that's going to be contributed to the collective. That's what you're going to feel inside of yourself as an existential um, quality of who you are. And that is going to bring you peace and joy and fulfillment, right? And there may be a way that it can be expressed from where you are in your life right now. It may not be too late if it's something that your physical body can't live into right now. Then there's still something that can come through, and there may be some way that you can manifest some part of it or contribute or plug in to some part of it at this time in your life. So that's where we're going today. Let's go ahead and come into our circle. Let's come into our circle sitting side by side, shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, knee to knee, coming together as one. Just imagine us all sitting in one circle, facing everything toward the center. And together from our hearts, let's call on our source. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your pure divine light. Just imagine this pure divine light streaming into the center of our circle, cleansing and purifying this space and illuminating. And just imagine this light wrapping all the way around you, and this warmth seeping in through your pores, into your tissues, this pure divine light, this light that is cleansing, and it is purifying, and it is illuminating. And let this seep into your pores and into your tissues, and seep all the way through your whole body, through your fluids and your organs, your vessels, and into your bones, and through your nervous system. Your nervous system is the electrical wiring, and this light is like the electricity that travels along your circuitry. So let this travel along, and let it just clean up any of the frayed wires, or any of the pathways that have gotten distorted. Just let this light cleanse and purify all of that. And you can also feel this light coming in through the top of your head, right? And you can just lift your head, upright your spine. You're still looking forward, but let the crown of your head be lifted up, and feel this light coming in through the crown of your head and moving all the way through your vertical core, halfway front to back, halfway side to side, moving through your vertical core, this pure divine light, all the way through your head, through your throat, through your heart, through your solar plexus, through your abdominal cavity, and through your pelvic floor, this pure light. And as you inhale, this light that is surrounding you, just draw that in through your pores and through your tissues into that vertical core to meet that light at your core. And as you exhale, let your whole body drop down and land into your pelvic bowl. And again, as you upright your spine, lean into this vertical core and feel yourself just immersed in this pure divine light. And let yourself rest in this vibration of pure light, being cleansed, purified, and illuminated. And again, let's call on our source. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your unconditional love. Imagine, feel this unconditional love streaming into the space right in front of you, and turn your heart center, the funnel of energy at the front of your heart space, turn that to face into this stream of unconditional love. Let's let this unconditional love pour right into that funnel and flood your heart. Flow right into your heart with this pure, unconditional love. Let's let it come in. And as you inhale, let your heart center be like a breathing portal and draw this unconditional love into your heart. And as you're standing in, leaning into this pillar of light at your center, just receive this unconditional love flowing into you, pouring into your body, filling your entire core with unconditional love. Your whole being is resting in this pure divine light and flooded with unconditional love until, let your inner body, let your whole body be like a sponge, and let this unconditional love be like the cleanest, purest, coolest water you've ever felt, and absorb this water into every cell of that sponge until the whole sponge is saturated and satiated and dripping and overflowing with unconditional love. Again, breathe and inhale all of your being into this vertical core. Exhale, drop down, land into your pelvic bowl, lean into your spine, and receive, receive, receive. And one more time, not one more time, forever. Let's just call on our source. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your eternal compassion eternal compassion is like the ocean of living consciousness, ocean that we swim in, that is our cosmic existence. And just let yourself be surrounded with this ocean of compassion. And his name for the compassion is also the name in Arabic in the Sufi teachings, in which my teacher spoke Arabic, is Rahman, which also means womb. And it is the womb that contains the entire existence that we live in. And so we're in this womb, floating in this ocean of living consciousness that is all pure compassion. So again, as you inhale and draw your conscious body into your vertical core and all the parts of yourself, draw everything into that vertical core. Exhale, drop down, land into your pelvic bowl, lean into your spine, let yourself be filled and saturated with unconditional love, and let your whole vessel rest into this ocean of living consciousness, this pure compassion, this womb of compassion. And let yourself be held in this compassion, loved, completely, totally accepted as you are, for who you are. And let yourself really feel held in this compassion, held and loved, held and loved. And just breathe again, breathing this light and love and compassion into the center of your heart. If your heart feels a little guarded, you can do some tapping around your heart center and just loosen up that guardedness. You can even tap up under your collarbones from side to side and use your fingers and feather down the sides of your neck and your throat to clear that space as well. And take a big inhale and just scoop up any of that clutter or tension. And as you exhale, blow it out. And again, lean into your vertical core and inhale in that unconditional love. And if you have blocks and barriers that don't want to go away, that's okay, because love is unconditional. It doesn't care about your blocks or barriers. Love only loves and loves those too. So just let them be held, loved in unconditional love, compassion, and in light. And let that love seep in to the depths of your heart as deep as it can go. And you might put your hands over your heart center. Just take a minute and you can rub your palms together. That very center of your palms are energy centers also. So when you rub your palms together, like gets that feeling, that flow of energy between them, and then place that flow of energy directly onto the center of your heart space. And just let your heart feel held and contained and protected as you breathe into that heart center, feeling this energy flow through you, and just let that energy touch into that spark inside of you, that divine spark that guides you, that calls you, that inspires you. You might feel it as a desire, a yearning, like a passion, sense of purpose, something that yearns from within you. Just let your breath move through that space in the very center of your chest, right? And just feel that flame inside at the center of your chest is like being fanned by your breath as you inhale through that space. And again, leaning back into your spine in that vertical core of light, and drawing that breath in across that spark inside your heart. When you were a child, what is it, or who is it that you wanted to be? And maybe you fulfilled it, maybe you followed it, and maybe you didn't. Maybe you followed it and there's a question of whether it really brought you what you wanted, right? Because that happens too. we follow it, and then the world takes over and takes us in a direction, and we think, wow, did I really hit the mark on this? And maybe you did. If you did, celebrate it. Let this flame of passion get even bigger. It may be like guiding you to a next level, or it may just be celebration. But if you didn't, if you feel like there was something you missed, just fan that flame with your breath and feel that inside of yourself. Just breathe across that center and let yourself just drop into that center, that flame of passion at the center of your heart. And just continue to breathe and feel. And don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid to open it up. Just let yourself feel it. And if you feel a sense of disappointment, or if you hear a voice that says, it's too late, I can't, any of that stuff, regardless of whether it's true, just ask your angels, healers, helpers, guides, your unseen support team to just clear that out of your way for this moment and let yourself be present with that spark inside of you. That spark may have matured as you have, and it might have a new message for you now. And just feel into what it is calling you to do, to be, to have. And I want you to just envision that you have this, and kind of see it in your field, like you at the center of it, and your sphere of your um, existence, of your body, like the globe that surrounds you. Just imagine it like a projection screen, and see yourself in the middle of this, like being who you're being and in the life that you're living. Right? So sometimes we visualize things outside of ourselves. So I'm asking you to visualize it and put yourself right into the center of the visualization. So it's as if you are living it and it is happening in your world now. Your most inspirational dream. And age doesn't matter in this moment. If you're seeing yourself as a younger version of yourself, it's okay. So let yourself get the feeling inside your heart and inside your body. And again, if any of those yeah buts or what ifs come up, just ask that unseen support team to hold those for you. You don't need them right now. And just sit with that, right? This is really invoking the part of the mind that has imagination and visualization. And it's a very powerful part of like changing your neurological programming, but also just like let go of anything that says you can't right now, and really let yourself tap into that center in your heart of how this feels and what this feels like. And just breathe into that center and let that feeling of what this feels like, the ultimate fulfillment and the ultimate success, and feel the feeling of it, right? And imagine it and feel the feeling of it. And let that feeling move through your whole vertical core. Just let that vibration of this feeling move through your whole vertical core. Again, let it move all the way from your crown, all the way through your head, through your throat, through your chest, through your solar plexus, through your abdominal cavity and your pelvic bowl. Really fill the entire core of your body with this feeling. Breathe into it. As you exhale, drop down, land into your pelvic bowl and lean into your spine. And as you do, just give a slight engagement of your lower abdomen, that space near that lower dantian, a few finger widths beneath your belly button, and drop into that space halfway front to back, halfway side to side, your center of gravity, your I am center. And just feel that wellspring of life force in that place inside your body. That, like, feel yourself anchored into that wellspring of life force and just feeling who you be as you realize the fulfillment of this spark, this energy. Who do you be? And allow yourself, like, dismiss any of the yeah but voices or the can't do it voices. Dismiss them. Give them to your unseen support team. And just say yes to this feeling right now. Let it permeate the core of your being, this core light. Let it permeate the entire core, this feeling. And as it does, let it radiate from this core into every cell of your body. Radiate into every cell. And invite every cell to take in this vibration. And let this frequency resonate in every cell of your body, informing your cellular consciousness, your vibration of this feeling, and let it become you. As you become it, it becomes you. From the inside out, from your cells. Be it. Be it. Right? Every professional athlete can feel themselves, visualize themselves, right? Having that successful play, whatever that may be, and feel themselves doing it, right? They visualize it, they feel it, they be it, right? So let yourself visualize it, feel it, and be it right now, whatever that is for you. Regardless of your age or your ability or your circumstances, just be it, right? Feel it, visualize it, feel it, be it. And now, as you feel it and visualize it and be it, just tap into, like, what is the essence of who you are being? Is it an essence of strength, of confidence, of capability, of, like, some sort of mastery? What is that essence that you feel? And just let yourself, like, let that really strengthen and let that really be you and you be it. Again, if it's like a compassion, a service, a mastery, whatever that fulfillment, that success feels like as you be it. And just, again, call on your source, and ask directly to just let that divine, everything is a divine power, right? Everything that we yearn for calls us to realize a divine power from within ourselves. So, what is that divine power within yourself that you are embodying as you say yes to this vibration and allow this vibration to permeate every cell and be it? And call directly on your source and ask for that divine attribute to flood into your system and to permeate into your heart and through your entire core and to radiate into every cell of your body. Kun fayakun, be and it is. Kun fayakun, be and it is. Kun fayakun, be and it is. Let it be you. And feel it. And again, inhale and draw all of your energy into your vertical core. Exhale, drop down, land into your pelvic bowl, anchor into your hips, lean into your spine. Feel that center of gravity at the center of your pelvic bowl and tap into that wellspring of life force energy there. Let that flow through your spine as you be fully embodied, assimilating into your cellular consciousness, this feeling, this being, this knowing, and letting it all radiate, assimilating into your mental body, your emotional body, your physical body, your subtle energy body, and into your every bit of your consciousness, cellular consciousness of every fiber of every cell of every fiber of your being. Kun fayakun. Be and it is. Be and it is. Be and it is. And breathe and receive and allow yourself to be open and be transformed as this energy moves through you, and let it like purge out anything that can't sit in the same resonance with it. Just allow that purging as this new vibration really takes hold within your system. Be and it is, be and it is, be and it is. Kun fayakun. And just let it take hold into every cell and release from every cell anything that doesn't resonate with it. And be. And the things that don't resonate with it are the things in direct opposition, the things that say you can't. It doesn't mean you give up the other parts of yourself. It means you give up the voices that say you can't. And just let this be within the very core of your being. And again, take an inhale, draw all of your energy into your vertical core. Exhale, drop down and land into your pelvic bowl. Anchor into the center of gravity. Feel yourself lean into your spine. Upright your spine again if you need to, and feel this flow of energy through your core. Moving from your lower abdomen, your I am center, through your heart, your I know center, your wisdom, and through your head, your I believe, and your intellect, your thoughts, beliefs, and let all of that just integrate and assimilate into the totality of your being. Kun fayakun, be, and it is. And now as you tap in to who you be, just feel, is there something that you're called to from this place today? And if not, that's okay. Maybe it's just a sense of being and you allow yourself to feel that and it feels phenomenal and you love it, right? And it gets to be who you are. That may be enough, because as you be different and you show up different, then the vibration and what moves around you and how energy flows around and through you is different. You never know what will show up. So you can just leave it at that if you want and say, okay, I be, and I'm open to what shows up, right? If you feel that spark, so calling you to do something, to take some action from this place, and there's still some part of you that can take the action and realize the fulfillment of this being. Remember the athletes, they visualize, feel it, be it, right? Visualize it, feel it, be it. You've got this in you now. Is there something that you're being called to take action on? What is that action and how might you move with that? Right? Just feel that, and it may be like an overall vision. You don't have to know how. It may call you to take one step on the path, and something unfolds from there. Let's feel it, inquire. Again, you can call on your unseen support team as you inquire into what is next for you from here. Is there an action that you are inspired to take from this state of being? And if you have a pen and paper, you can take and just ask yourself, the action I am inspired to take from this state of being is, and just let yourself write, stream of consciousness. What is that? What is that? The action I'm inspired to take from this state of being is. And let yourself write, stream of consciousness. Make some notes. We'll give a minute for that. Just let that sit with you. Let it sit in your heart. Let it sit in your cellular consciousness. Let it sit in your field. Allow yourself to really radiate from the very core of your body. Just invite it even into your bones, the structural part of yourself. Even your bones are 20% water. So let this really resonate into the fluids of your bones. Let it really take hold in all of your being. And feel fulfilled. Feel the spark. Visualize, feel, be. And let the inspiration move through you and guide you and direct you. Kun fayakun, be and it is. Okay. So I'm going to just invite you to just really stretch out your feet and your toes, circle your ankles and stretch out your toes. And same with your arms, circle your shoulders and your wrists and stretch out your fingers and feel your presence fully in your body. Remember, these are not meditations that we um, leave our bodies to do and then come home to. This is done from within and maintains your presence within you, right? Because we are here for transformation, and that happens from within and it stays embodied. All right, with that, I'll wrap up the recording and open for Q&A. So if you're on the phone and you have something you want to share, it's *2. If you're on the webcast, just type in. If you're listening to the recording, you're invited to join us live on Sundays at 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. U.S. Pacific Time. You can find information for joining us live at communityforconsciousliving.com, communityforconsciousliving.com. Click on the link that says join the CCL community, and that will take you to a place where you can sign up to receive reminders and replays. When you do, you receive 2 free gifts. One is a one-sheet download that's a 10 spiritual principles of our human existence reminder. It's a reminder of who we are, what this earth journey is about, why we're here, and help us to keep things in perspective so we don't get lost in the chaos of the multiplicity of the humanity in the world. The other is a 15-minute downloadable guided meditation, which I hope you'll download and make a part of your daily practice to help you to connect with that pure divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion that is the core of who you are at your being, the core of your being. All right, with that, I thank you very much for being here. Look forward to seeing you next week. Love you very much. And if you're here, don't go away. We're opening for Q&A.